hear a story from Ken Corsby. Cricket came in the jungle Sunday morning right after church. Big crowd assembled. Donkey say me fuss, I batting. You know I love me cricket. Crapper sit down behind the stumps. He say alright, I keep in wicket. Giraffe and kangaroo had fine leg. Snake down in the gully. Umpire parrot in the tree. He say alright fellas, are you ready? And the ones, the crowd start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Kylie Charan and put him straight in the stand. Elephant turn and pick up the ball. He say, I opening the bowling. Monkey say, boy, the size of you. If you say you're bowling, you're bowling. Well, elephant walk about half mile, and then he started running. He coming down like a express train. The whole blasted jungle shaking. When he see elephant coming down, oh, donkey start to shiver. Red ants hit him a couple bites. He say, man, bat and pads together. And then the ones, the crowd, start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Vivian Richard and put him straight out the yard. Elephant coming down like a horse. He jump up high and deliver. The ball come down like a thunderbolt and bust the bat into splinter. Lick way donkey, lick way crapo, lick way snake in the gully. Lick down giraffe and kangaroo and gone whistling down to the boundary. Well, red ants lie down flat on the ground. He say, Lord, that elephant crazy. He must be thinky, is Courtney Walsh, or the man from Antigua, Courtly. And the ones in the crowd start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Brian Lara and put him out the pasture. Scatteration out on the field. Every man jack was hiding. Crapo lie down like if he dead. Giraffe and kangaroo limping. But Mr. Parrot, the umpire, he said, all you hold some strain. Elephant, that was a low ball. Donkey to bat again. The donkey turn round and watch Parrot. He say, Parrot, shut your mouth. You're behind safe up inside the tree. No ball, me tail, I out. And he turned to the crowd and he said, very loud, let me tell you, all you're talking about hit the man, but all your backside inside the stand. Send some other jackass to bat. This jackass finish with that. Back in Guyana, Guyana coming back. Today, Guyana coming back. Whoop and whap, Guyana coming back. Look out, Jack, Guyana coming back.
If I ever born again, tell you flat, I come in as a dog, don't argue with that. Dogs in this world have the sweetest life, no obligations, half dozen wife. You don't have to maintain a family and work like a dog to save your money. If you bite a man, your boss gone to court, and you ever see a dog paying puppy support, eh? So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. Oh no, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. Oh no, 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 I want to be a puppy. If you are a dog in a family, the husband to you is secondary. If the woman see the dog feeling cold, she take him in the bed, put the man on the floor. The man have a girlfriend, he come home late. The dog make noise and the wife awake. She cuss up the husband, you unfaithful brute. But she patting puppy head saying, oh, puppy cute. So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. Oh no, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. And if you and a female dog run away, and she end up in the family way. You don't have to take she to the altar. You don't have to change puppy diaper. You don't have no mother-in-law in your tail. If you thief a bone, you don't go to jail. You don't have no arguments with no wife. Man living like dog enjoying life. So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. And if you are a bow, you could be a fool and still get along in life very cool. Women will bathe you and treat you good. Every time you bark, they're giving you food. And if you're sitting down on the avenue, as the ladies parade, what a lovely view. From Doberman down to Pekingese, the only problem you have in life is fleas. So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. If I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. Remember your boyhood days, remember your wayward ways. Come, let me go down memory lane, check out them days again. Remember learning how to ride a bike and learning how to cuss. Drinking coconut water in the country that your belly nearly bust. And the first time you wear long pants and feel like a man. Remember when Ramadan and Valentine beat England? Hiding in the backyard smoking a cigarette. And when they give you castor oil, you're living in the toilet. I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember black put by the corner every Saturday. Garlic pork at Christmas, ice cream on Sunday. Remember peeping at two lovers in the grass. Remember trying hard not to sleep during midnight mass. And the first time you get a jigger in your big toe. And the first time you ask a girl and she tell you no. I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to lie about how much woman you kiss. Spring jump on your bicycle saddle and you miss. Coming home late and sneaking in the back door. Remember Frankie Warren late cutting Laker for 4. Remember the first time you tried to swim and you sink. And when you fall down they give you sugar water to drink. Oh yes, I remember still, and I always will, time cannot erase boyhood days. how you used to be afraid of teachers in school. And the big boys used to tap your head like a fool. Remember the Phantom, Fu Manchu and Superman. Remember Flash Gordon, the Shadow and Charlie Chan. Remember the first time you kiss a girl on she mouth. Remember how you feel as if the back of your head will fall out.
Morning, guys. Welcome down to Livewire. Enjoying some Dave Martin there. Some of that old school music. A lot of the young ones they're not gonna know these songs, but I know a lot of persons in the diaspora, a lot of persons across the Caribbean, a lot of persons right here in Guyana have appreciation for this classical Guyanese tunes. So again, morning to you guys and welcome down to Livewire. For all the persons tuned in on the live already, I'm gonna ask you as normal to just give me a share and a like so we could get the message out there and Facebook could know that, hey, people like watching this program and they can make it available on more persons' timelines during our live broadcast and after we would have concluded. So again, morning to everyone. Morning to Paul Joseph. Paul here since 6:21. Paul, you beaten Eunice Ragabier. Usually Eunice is the first person here, but I guess she's a little busy these mornings heading down to the holiday season. So morning, Paul Joseph. Morning, Shaquille Bridgelal, Joe Lambijan joining us from Canada. Soma Bispat, Sherwin Siram, Veena Ramkaran, Mohammed Rafiq, joining us from Toronto. Good morning to you. Soma Akaya name already. Neil Ramlukan, morning, joining us from New York City. Data Nandalal, Sally Jones in the building, morning to you. Tracy Martindale, always here, joining us from Bartica. Morning to everybody in Region 7. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Wazim Wazim, morning to you, brother. Really glad that you're here. Rennie Passad, morning. Jasmine Baldio, Takur Bridgelal, Billy C.S. Narain, morning to Guyana. Listen, Billy. Both of them boys, man. Don't worry with them. Keith Benjamin, morning to you. Passad Patti, morning to you. Tosiram Chedi, what's going on, partner? Happy to have you here. Lacho Mahabir, Dioraj Nath, morning. Jamila Kayum, morning. Chandik Jai Narain, morning, brother. Welcome. Chandik joining us from New York. Morning. Prasad Patti, this is coffee. You buy this early morning thing, you buy this gotta get a little extra boost. It don't just happen like that. Yeah, that energy so early, caffeine. Keep you going and get you up and running. Hannah, morning to you. I haven't seen Hannah comment before. Thank you for commenting. And if you're joining the program for the first time, comment in the comment section so at least we could know and recognize you and welcome you down to Livewire if it's your first time. Guys, please remember the numbers on the screen if you guys want to call and share your opinion on any topic. I would love to hear from you guys. I got a call from one of the viewers last night. Sharing his sentiments on the program. I'm happy that persons are out there are enjoying the content and find it interesting that they're tuning in daily, during the week, Monday to Friday, to be here and share in this informative 1 hour that we spend on the mornings, right? So a couple of things I wanted to discuss today, and before I get into too much of negativity, we want to start with something positive. And I must give kudos. And I must say, this new traffic chief that we got, he is performing extremely well. Senior Superintendent Singh. We've had several events, major events, since he has taken up the office as traffic chief. And I must say, Senior Superintendent Singh and his team, they have been doing a wonderful job at ensuring that, traffic is managed in a proper manner. It was Building Expo we had the other day and recently concluded Guy Expo. The traffic, you must have traffic, but it wasn't that congestion and long. Well, we had lines, but the lines were moving, the lines were flowing. So it wasn't persons upset and stuck in there trying to get out of Guy Expo for hour or trying to get in, driving into to that Sapphire Exhibition Center area there. It didn't take you an hour. It didn't take you 20 minutes. It was quick. So hats off to those guys there at the Guyana Police Force. You guys did a really good job. Senior Superintendent Singh. I see, I think his Inspector Boyce was a part of that team as well. Officer Alda Wickham, Inspector Roberts, Light, and the other members of 4A Traffic Headquarters. Well done, well done, well done, guys. Well done. And keep up the good work. We love to see what is going to be implemented. Well, the police have rolled out their plan for the Christmas season, but we want to see what's going to be happening with traffic on Regent Street. We know it's usually congested during this period. So we await, Traffic Chief. Keep up the good work, and don't let's fall back into what used to be. Now, that aside, there was something that bothering me on a slight, and I noticed that Sheriff Security would have put out a flyer, right? Sheriff Security would have put out a flyer stating, well, in relation to this Guyana-Venezuela controversy, they put out a flyer with the map of Guyana stating that Sheriff Security is ready to defend Guyana, right? And I saw several persons making jokes about if Sheriff Security is the new GDF and all sorts of nonsense, right? Now, I'm trying to understand, how could Guyanese who are most likely unwilling, if it comes to it, to probably go to the border and defend this country, cracking jokes on a business, a security firm, which is training people, you understand, in a paramilitary field. And they're saying, hey, if it comes down to it, we are willing to, or we are willing to represent this country. And Guyanese cracking jokes on it. A lot of you who are sharing posts and talking about if Sheriff is the new GDF and whatever you've been saying, I must say, y'all are some of the most unpatriotic persons that I found in Guyana so far. I told y'all before in this program, I spoke to a few friends a couple of weeks ago about how trying to find out their opinion. And if it comes down to it, if they would be willing to represent this country. And sad to say, those two individuals said, well, one is a former police. And his cry was, he gave 10 years to the police force, they got tried it. So I'm thinking, man, okay, if it is that, God forbid Venezuela take over this country, what happening to your business? What happening to your lifestyle? You understand? What happening to your lifestyle? So I often wonder, like, what is the frame of mind of certain Guyanese? Right? I wonder what's the frame of mind, like, how do they see things? How do they see things? How could people see Sheriff Security being willing and capable, quite capable? Sheriff Security wants their guards willing to go out there and fight. Sheriff security could provide a quite capable platoon, armed platoon, that they got to get ammunition or weapons or nothing from government. Sheriff security could go there and represent on its own. And imagine Guyanese who ain't gonna go out there to represent like that. Even if sheriff get them a free bulletproof vest and a gun, they ain't going. They're too frightened. And if you check it, those who are talking this nonsense and about sheriff and making all these jokes about this bar issue, those are the weakest among us, you know. Those are the weakest among us. You see Coretta and the Guyanese hypocrite and Aubrey Norton and no, sorry, let me pull that back. Aubrey Norton hasn't said anything to that effect. But I've heard it out of Coretta's mouth, definitely, that Jack Dio should go for us or Air France should go for us or her words. Right? Those persons are not going to go out there or fine. Let me say they're women and we ain't going to want them to fight. The husbands ain't going out there. Well, at least I know one ain't got no husband. But they ain't going to send the male relatives out there. Even if they want to go, they're going to hold them back. And that's what y'all need to remember. Right? And that's how patriotic they are. They're only going to go unless they see other people there. They don't care about Guyana's sovereignty and that kind of thing. So y'all give sheriff security a damn chance. Right? And mind you, sheriff is not on board with my program. Sheriff don't sponsor nothing. Sheriff don't have a security outside my gate. Nothing of this sort. I just found it. I don't want to say funny. Disheartening that Guyanese would make fun of a Guyanese owned company who is saying that they are willing to defend our safety and our sovereignty. You understand? It was funny to see. And no, sir, Romano, whilst diplomacy is the primary goal or the primary way that the government of Guyana is hoping that this issue is resolved through diplomacy, that is not the only option. I assure you, the government, they're putting plans and systems in place for any eventuality, right? For any eventuality. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Y'all ease up off a sheriff and give him a blasted chance. Because a lot of you, if it comes down to it, I know for sure, y'all gonna be on the side that Venezuela ain't interested in. Y'all ain't gonna go over the river. Y'all ain't gonna go over the Essequibo River to defend it. Right? And that sometimes is very, very disenchanting for me. Because a lot of people like to, Guyanese, I'm Guyanese. But when it comes down to representing Guyana where it counts, you're not going to see them. But let the Guyanese talk stupidness and cheer stupidness and not support your country on a national matter. Yeah. Yeah, that is what is going on. So we're moving on. I saw this video yesterday. Let me take a quick look.
We struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces, from foreign places, talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. So we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not the one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one for us, not a blame.
Listen, I don't know who this is. I have no idea. And I didn't check to see if it was Brian Max that posted. Cause he crazy like though. He's go by people place and piss on the fence and record himself doing it. Right? I don't see it on his page. I'm not saying it's him. But whoever that person is, I am saying you are extremely idle, ma'am or sir. Whoever you are extremely idle. You understand? When I first saw the video, I honestly thought this car about to run off the road. So I'm like, wait, this person driving this music playing loud in the car. How in heaven's name you just veer off the road? You understand? You just veer off the road, knocking on all them cones in front of Freedom House. That is not nice. That's not smart. That's reckless driving. You're in danger. You probably had pedestrians walking on the pavement, heart racing, because they think this vehicle probably running off the road. You knocking on all them cones and that kind of thing. That's crazy. Yeah, but let's take another quick look at this. People right there. Look, people walking just after the pickup. You can see people on the pavement walking.
Trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces,
two women and a guy.
from foreign places,
You could imagine what them people thinking there when they see a car veering off the road, right? Look at a man, took 4 persons. You endangering the lives of pedestrians. They think they're safe. You understand me? They think they're safe on the pavement walking off the road. You understand me? They think they're safe. And this driver, and Hill morning to you, Pam Sing morning. Eunice Ragabeer morning, you're late, but welcome. We're always happy that you're here. Paula Spencer morning to you as well. Right? Look at this craziness. You could imagine we're running through these people. I would have been very vexed. You understand? I would have been very vexed if I was walking on the deer and that foolishness happened. A car just swerved. Right? And the sad part about this, unless this is a vehicle you want to use again, right? Unless this is a vehicle you don't want to use again, unless this is a vehicle that you had on some fake number plates on, this is dangerous driving. The police can get the number camera they got right around the area, champ. Or champes. I don't know who driving. I won't blame nobody wrongfully. Why would you do this? This is going above and beyond idiocy. Right? And they have so many cameras there, they're going to see a license plate and the police, the traffic. Senior Superintendent Singh, please look into this. Traffic Chief, please look into this. This reckless driving on the roadways. And you recording it and uploading it to Facebook. Only person could have uploaded this because this is a dash cam. Most likely. It could be a phone that is harnessed to a windscreen. Your front windscreen. But I am saying, is either a dash cam or your phone recorded? Why would you do this? Recording of you driving reckless on the road, endangering the lives of those 4 persons on the pavement. You understand? And upload it to Facebook. What issue you got with Freedom House? Or could it be that the person applied for the brakes and then had no brakes and that to swerve to like the loose control car, then had no brakes? Could that be the case? The driver of this vehicle, the brakes line cut or something that they couldn't slow down and straighten up the... What's going on? What is happening? And I maintain this is very unsafe. This could have gone wrong. If he didn't pull out in time and run into them posts there, destroying government infrastructure. We gotta be smarter, people. We gotta be smarter. This is just ridiculous. Morning caller.
I was watching this video just now. What, these is the type of people who want to be remanded for about 2 or 3 months in jail. This is a willful act.
Yeah.
These are the people that don't want that. By how I vex, I can't even say that.
I know the feeling, brother. I know the feeling. Look them women. Why you gonna intimidate those women there? Those women walking, going their own way. No, you're rushing through traffic. You understand? We don't even bother with Henry Jeffrey. Henry Jeffrey's a waste, and that is known. Just like they're saying Game of Thrones, it is known. Henry Jeffrey's a waste. You understand? But I hear people saying, people are alleging that this is Brian Max. I don't know if it's Brian Max. If it's Brian Max, then something definitely is wrong with this gentleman, right? But these women and these two men who are here deserve some justice. They didn't do anything to anybody. They're using the pavement. And this idiot, whoever's in this vehicle, you endangering the lives of these persons. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better than this. We definitely have to do better. And if we got any grievance in relation to politics, there are ways in solving. If you can, revert to the old days of the PNC behavior of intimidation and broken up and burning down and them stupidness. Guyana is currently on a rise. And I was saying something earlier and I veered off. The caller, the viewer who called me last night, and we spoke for a little bit, he wanted me to emphasize on the program that Guyanese, Mr. Teddy 82, they got video cameras all around there. So I am pretty sure they'll get the license plate and they'll be able to find out who this not so smart person is. So it's just time, right? But as I was saying, the gentleman wanted me to share that Guyanese need to move away from I am black, I am Indian, I'm Amerindian, I'm Portuguese, I'm Chinese, I'm mixed race. We all need to move away from this, right? And I tend to use that when I'm speaking to people. I usually say it. I don't see myself as an Afro-Guyanese. Just Guyanese. Just Guyanese. Indo-Guyanese, Amerindians, Portuguese, Chinese, they don't have no more rights than me. You understand? They got no more privilege than me. Anything they can do, I can do here, legally, here in this country. You understand? So we need to move away. So when people asking race and that kind of thing, chase them off, man. We're Guyanese. We don't need to separate ourselves by race. All of us breathing the same air down here in Guyana. Even the persons who left, is this area they breathing before you go. And all of us have a right to this country. And despite what the opposition might want to say in relation to the president using one Guyana, one people, one nation, one destiny, what does that lead to? Now, one Guyana, is that not just summing up the motto, bringing it all together into one? One people, one Guyana, one nation, one Guyana, one destiny for who? Not the Guyanese, one Guyana. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And they're making it seem like the president is trying to change the motto and foolishness. Foolishness. These people just don't know how to rally around anything that is unifying and anything that brings people together. You must remember, in terms of track record, there's nothing for them to show you. So the race card must be played. It must be played. I'm challenging everybody on this live here now. In your mind, erase all the complaints from the opposition that are related to race. Right now, everybody, we're doing a little exercise. Erase out of your mind all the complaints of the opposition that are related to race. Now, once you've done that, you think of one issue outside of race that the opposition raises, right? It's going to be hard. But the first thing you might say is corruption. But we've seen they are very corrupt individuals with proof that they are corrupt individuals. We've not seen the allegations they would have made about a corrupt or past corrupt PPPC governments. Allegations, right? Not a single lot in Pradoville, as they claim, one or two, was taken back. No lot in Pradoville, one or two, was transferred without the person who want to buy it paying a cent. They pay for the thing. You understand? Unlike what happened in the opposition. So that's what people need to remember. Outside of racism and allegations of corruption, there's nothing for the opposition to go on a platform and say to the people who are looking at them, hey, we did this for you. More so they can't say it because even when this PPP administration does, or any PPPC administration does, they say they can't take praise because they're supposed to do it in government. Right? But weren't they supposed to do stuff for the economy of Guyana when they were in government, or they forget? I'm trying to figure that out. So whoever it is who knocked on the cones at Freedom House, reckless driving, endangering pedestrians, I hope the traffic chief looks into this. And you got to find better ways of doing things. You understand? Marisha, why the place black at 6 a.m., man? Were you there? Even in Guyana here, the place bright at 6 a.m. There's trouble. Anyway, let's jump over to our president. Listen. I like the president, you know. The president is a serious man, but he's a good man. He's a fun man, but he's a serious man. Right? And the president is letting you know what's up. He don't sugarcoat it. He's letting you know what is up. And one of Guard Mosley's minions tried to tackle him yesterday about the price of pumpkin and okra and pak chai and them kind of thing, and eggs and them thing. Right? The president is not a farmer. What he does is have his government, through his cabinet and the Minister of Agriculture, put plans and systems in place and policies through him, cabinet and ministry, to help farmers farm better, to increase yield, to make things better, right? But the president is not involved in the sowing or the reaping of any, well, he probably got a whole garden, but commercially, he's not involved in the sowing or the reaping of crops for sale at Starbucks or Board already in these markets. So this young lady tackled the president about prices and stuff. And you know them salivating at the mouth, drooling, trying to slip up the president. Yeah, Ajay, I don't rush my show by. Oh gosh, I commentate, Ajay. We come in, Chatterpal, we come in. Anyway, y'all take a quick look at the president and how he handled this little worries. Well, sorry. How he handled this journalist who was trying her best to catch the president off guard when it is known the reasons for certain things happening in this country, the heat wave, the increase in price, all them things. It is known. You understand? So let's listen in.
prices on our market seems
On the
to
what?
be prices on our market seem to be going up.
What prices?
For greens, for example, we see pumpkin, for example. Peas.
All right. Don't get excited.
Don't get excited. First of all, I will reiterate on this program. Persons might know me from, well, I've been in the media despite what certain people might be saying for more than 13 years. NCN, BTV, Kaichur News, 104.3 in Linden, all over media. During the COVID period, I had started a delivery service of greens to persons' homes because they didn't have anybody doing those things. The markets were closed. Persons didn't have a way of getting vegetables and that kind of thing. And I had started doing that. And it was from being on the market 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when the wholesalers come down, you would know. Let's say I'm a wholesaler and Ajay Chatterpal is a wholesaler. Lance Henry is a wholesaler and Prasad Patti is a wholesaler. Now, Ajay, Lance, and Prasad Patti come down from Borbis and one come from Linden with greens. When they land on the market, I realize that Ajay, Lance, and Prasad Patti in got cabbage. And well, Lash PA is one of them too. Lash PA coming from Essequibo with greens. Morning, you're late. Welcome. So when I get to the market, I realize that these wholesalers from Borbis, from Linden, and from Essequibo, they don't have cabbage for sale. I am the only wholesaler with cabbage for sale. Mind you, yesterday, I am selling cabbage at probably $2.60 a pound wholesale. Right? Yesterday. I'm talking last week. Yesterday, I was selling cabbage $2.60 a pound because Lash, Ajay, Lance, and Lash PA, they came with cabbage yesterday, but their cabbage done. They didn't get no cabbage today. So today now, when I see they pull up and they got cabbage, my cabbage now gone up to probably $400 a pound wholesale or $500 a pound wholesale. Ain't got nothing to do with drought. It ain't got nothing to do with rain. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing like that. But just supply and demand. Supply and demand. So I am the only person with cabbage. Everybody, most vendors on the market want cabbage. You understand me? So I can control the price. Now, if I sell the vendor at $460 or $500 wholesale, what do you think the vendor gonna do? The vendor gonna bump up to $600 or to $620 because the vendor gonna make back the money and a profit. No vendor is gonna stay on the market all day. You understand? And not make back their money. Morning, caller.
To educate people. We had this stone. I just want to talk with you 2 minutes. We had the Stone Age. We had the Ice Age. This is the Heat Age right now. What the world are going to, planet are going through.
Yeah.
Everybody just the concrete in the yard, they doing all kind of madness, and they want duty free for drive. You know, none of them might listen. None of them ask the president for shade house.
Yeah.
And let the teachers get some shade house or plants and thing because this is going to get more rough, and they can't blame no government, no part in the world. You have to blame yourself.
Yeah.
No, you listen to me, can listen well. And it's going to happen, it's going to get more worse. So all of them were decorating their fancy hair and all them kind of thing, and they want right. They got to put their hand in the cycle.
Yeah.
If they want things easy. All right, boss.
Thank you for coming through. You understand? So this is not the president's fault. The president has nothing to do with that. You understand me? The cabinet ain't got nothing to do with that. The Honorable Zulfikar Mustafa, it have nothing to do with that. You understand? It's supply and demand. And if that is how the wholesalers operate, we can't expect the vendors now who paying a higher price for this cabbage to come and still sell you for $360 at the $260 price that they paid yesterday. They have to raise the price. And then again, and I'm sorry for cutting you, Mr. President, because you would explain this too. Then again, yeah, some unscrupulous people. You understand me? Unscrupulous vendors who, because they just want to make money, right? Or they might even get it cheap. They might even get this cabbage cheap. But still, one lane of vendors hold one head and say, all right, this is the price of cabbage. We're charging $500 a pound. And that is it. Right? That is it. The government could only do so much to help the farmers. But vendors are allowed, and persons in business are allowed to set their price for the thing. You understand me? But let me go back to the chief.
I'm sure you're aware of a number of things. One, our farmers are faced with a prolonged dry season. There's drought conditions, yield has reduced, productivity has reduced. In some areas, some farms have been burnt out because of the extreme heat. And this has caused a drop in supply. Basic theory is that if there is a drop in supply and demand does not decrease, then price increases. So that is primarily the main issue that we have here. The government has intervened with over $5 billion of help recently. We are helping with fertilizer. We are helping the farmers. We are helping in the Minister of Agriculture is working towards having these farmers market across the country. At those markets, you can see the price is steeply different because of the way the market is structured. So that is a major challenge we have. The second crop will also be affected because the dry season continues, and that second crop is expected, for example, greens. That crop should come by mid-December to come in. We expect the dry season to continue even into the first quarter next year. So we are working on supporting the farmers so that their input costs can come down. But they are faced with a challenge that even with reducing input costs, the climatic condition is affecting severely their productivity, which is yield.
And now, like you know that, I'm quite sure this reporter knows about El Nino and the global effect. The global effect. Now she's asking the president what he gonna do to bring down or to change this global phenomenon and these global things that we're dealing with. I gotta upgrade this internet connection. She's lagging there. It's terrible. Anyway.
And also destroying the crop completely. So there's a major problem with supply.
Based on the information you've received, sir, when are the prices likely to come down?
What kind of question is that? Based on the information you received, when are the prices going to come down? What for me, he know when El Nino got done. He know how prices got change supply and demand for people to still keep the prices reasonable when supply is little and demand is great. What?
That's like asking me when the sun. That's like
the support,
sweetheart. That is like asking me when would the rain come. This is some things you see when you are managing a country. There are some things that are called external variables that you don't have control of. So every country is faced with internal variables that you can control and external variables that you cannot control. And that is, for example, some of the issues with globalization. You have trade issues, trade barriers, and then you have climatic conditions that none of us can control.
It's sad when our leaders got to take the time to do like a training session with some of the journalists. And I mean, coming from some media houses, we can't expect better. Because their goal is to create controversy and create mistrust and to create this air of things are going so badly. Pumpkin is $500 a slice, $900 a slice for a pumpkin. Oh God. We can't eat nothing else but pumpkin. Oh my God. Let me tell anybody who got issue with pumpkin being $900 a slice. All y'all that punch stupidness. You hear me? All of you are on nonsense. If you go to any market and pay somebody $900 a slice for pumpkin seed available all over this country anyway. Right? If you take $100 and buy $100 worth of pumpkin seed, you got pumpkin seed to last you for plant pumpkin for years. Anywhere you throw a pumpkin seed, people on this life, anywhere you throw a pumpkin seed, once it got a little soil, the pumpkin is catch and run and bear pumpkin. Anywhere, once it's not concrete and it got soil for the seed to germinate. Pumpkin literally goes anywhere. And y'all want to pay $900. You best grow a pumpkin vine in your yard. You better grow a pumpkin vine in your yard until the price come down to where you want it and you want to grow no more. You understand me? It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The caller, the guy who spoke with me last night, also spoke to the fact that people, and the caller just now, people can't fit in their entire yard. You didn't even live in a little space, you got a little garden. Is it so hard to keep a little kitchen garden with some seeds and a pak chai and a cabbage growing there? So just in case of anything, you're somewhat self-sufficient? Y'all gotta be joking. Let the president finish his class here because he's schooling this young lady. And let's jump into the PAC.
We can't turn a switch on and say rain will come tomorrow. We can't do that. So these are variables the government nor the farmer control. What the government does is that when these external shocks and variables exist that you can't control, you try to minimize the impact. And if you look at our inflation rate, and if you look at the numbers, you will see that the policies and the type of measures that we've put in place has minimized that impact substantially. We would love it to come down tomorrow. I would love to tell you that this will come down tomorrow. But what the government has to do is to implement measures that minimize the impact, and we have done that. That is why you see the low inflation rate.
No, hold on. No, you hear what the president say? The government's role is to implement measures to minimize the impact. Now, what can we look at? What we could contrast this, or what we could say are methods the government has implemented to minimize impact. Now, the farmers were experiencing high fertilizer prices because the country that produces some of the components, main components of fertilizer, were involved in a war. So this caused the fertilizer price globally, not just for Guyana, because some persons like to make it seem like these things are special to Guyana only, caused the price to rise. The government bought fertilizer, distributed. Gas prices went up. The government brought down the tax on fuel. You understand? They put in place grants so to cushion the rising costs of living. This young lady, as a reporter, doesn't know this. This young lady, as a reporter, doesn't know that the president don't control weather and them kind of thing. She don't feel hot when she going outside. Anyway, let me jump to the PAC because I really want to end this episode without touching on the PAC. And we can start with Minister Ejil, who made some presentations yesterday as the PAC continues to scrutinize spending by the opposition. Now, if you remember, the Jorbin Figueira, the MP from Linden, wanted to consolidate this government, the final days of the coalition government, and rush into what this government was doing. But we know that in the final days of the coalition government, they had a lot of jiggery-puggery going on. Enough people get land, Enough people get more than one government subsidized house lot. All kind of thing. All kind of madness went on. So these government officials, given the fact that they are held or they're responsible for ministries, want to keep themselves accountable, and they must highlight the corruption of the opposition. Because for somebody who sings a tune of corruption, all this nonsense that they did in their final days in caretaker mode, it must be revealed. So in the opening, Minister Edgell emphasized that the government is committed to prudent spending for national development. But he had to raise concerns over the post-no confident motion era and the spending that happened during that period, right? Now, this is the 2019 period. Now, Minister Edgell highlighted that the government's keen assessment of the spending during the 2019 audit report of Region 5 has revealed a lot. Some of the issues identified include improper fueling of vehicles, not in the region's fleet, particularly one from the Hugo Chavez Center. So they're taking vehicles from other agencies, non-governmental agencies, and private vehicles, and loading them up on the regional budget. Now, Minister Edgell points out that this is a clear case of the misuse of the system, expressing concerns about how government funding was utilized for staff payments and vehicle fuel. Now, let's go over to some farmland disputes. Now, discussions on the issue of farmlands taken from farmers by the previous APNU AFC government were discussed. Legal actions were taken, with farmers actually winning these cases against the government, the APNU government. But the appeal by the then Attorney General prevented the returns of these people land. See, these people went to court, and it is known. They say this in the Harsh tribe, Caldrogo tribe. Y'all who's watched Game of Thrones, y'all know it is known. The APNU, AFC, PNC, WPA, they don't respect the court rulings once it is not in their favor. They don't respect the court rulings once it is not in their favor. Right? Now, thank God, the current Attorney General would have withdrawn that appeal. So that process now to return these people lands are in motion. Now, let's look at the improper procurement process in awarding of contracts. Because remember, we always hearing about friends, family, and favorites. So the 2019 audit report reveals several contracts awarded to one contractor totaling 90 million in Region 5 without following proper procurement process. I wonder what's going on in Region 5 there. Emphasis on the importance of transparent and fair procurement practices for accountability was reiterated by Minister Edgell. Right? It was reiterated by the minister. Because the fact-finding mission that went to Linden and New Amsterdam and were in this country, they didn't go to the audit office and check these reports. They didn't go to the COI and take the COI report into the election. The town clerk and persons up in the Linden municipality submitted several dossiers in relation to contracts, grants, distribution, and how these things were done, who get what, so that the fact-finding mission could find some facts. But you know what they did? They left those facts right on the table there at the Linden Town Council conference room. Because those facts did not align with their agenda. The agenda that they set in the mayor's office there, Sharman Solomon's office. Those facts in align with the bias that was set in the mayor's office in region in New Amsterdam. The facts that they presented there to them in Linden did not align with the nonsense that they put in out at City Hall. So they're not interested in that, to see the thousands of Afro-Guyanese who have benefited from the gold program, the hundreds of Afro-Guyanese contractors who are now in the system because of how the PVP has made it welcoming and created an enabling environment for these young contractors. They're not interested in the fact that facilities are being built in across the regions in terms of health, schools, public infrastructure, and that kind of thing. Those facts don't interest them. They're not interested in the fact that Maureen Philadelphia verbally abused a black man, call him a house slave, and that kind of thing. Is that not marginalization, discrimination? Valda Lawrence using the B word, saying buck. Sorry to my indigenous brothers and sisters, but Valda Lawrence saying buck, right? That's not discrimination. Why the fact-finding mission didn't go and investigate the video footage of that? Why the fact-finding mission didn't go and investigate a Gunsay with the statements pre-LGE? Why didn't find some facts about that? Isn't that not interesting enough for them to go and find facts about? When Valda Lawrence said only day people getting work, literally say it on video, only day people, they're looking out for day people. That's not marginalization and discrimination against other people, Indo-Guyanese, Amerindian Guyanese, whoever. And you got even say Afro-Guyanese, got to treat Afro-Guyanese bad too. That's not discrimination as well. Why the fact-finding mission in looking into that? Y'all better get out of here. And I think the U.S. Embassy here needs to come out and say something. Because these people are purporting to represent the White House, or they're doing some report for the White House. The White House send y'all where? There's a Secretary of State. He got a whole department under he. He's sending these couple of worries. Some not even in official office still. No weight at the federal level. So what are they going to do? Go back to these states and do what? Y'all remember, America got a lot more issues than Guyana. They might be advanced in their economy and they got more money than we and they force world. But the day we get the kind of problems that America has in their schools, in the drug epidemic, prostitution, murders, we ain't that bad down here. And that's why we're inviting y'all who are overseas in the diaspora. Y'all come back. Things nice down here. Things getting better. Y'all come back and help we build. Don't be like Rickford Bork in the people them country struggling. But because you do stupidness, you can't come home. Y'all come home and help me build Guyana. Come home and start business. Come home and start company. All that knowledge y'all get overseas, come home here and put it to good use. Come home here and build your nation. Come and move Guyana forward. You understand? Y'all come and move Guyana forward. Because we can't do it without each other. We got to do it as a team. And we see the president making links all over this world to advance Guyana and the agenda of Guyana. Right? So recently, the president urged EU businesses to explore investment opportunities in Guyana. And this was when he was at the 3-day EU Global Gateway Economic Mission. So y'all take the opportunity as well. Y'all take the opportunity as well. That's all the time I got for today, guys. I'm really glad for the persons who joined us on the program. You guys have a really great Tuesday. Be productive. Happy birthday to Carla Daniels. I hope you have a wonderful day. Today is your birthday. You getting old. Here you got big party Friday. I hope you enjoy yourself. Guys, please remember to support the persons who are supporting Livewire, 592 Tech Vision, G Rubis Tektronix. They're down there at the Merriman's Mall. 592 Tech Vision, you call the number on the screen to have access to their services. And Clark, they're at Lot 7 David Street. Check them out for all your medical devices, medical clothing, male and female clothing, electronics, cosmetics, and that kind of thing as well. King Kong Construction, give them a check as well too if you're doing any building or any renovating for the holidays. You need security at your place, check out iSecure Security Services. Your Security iSecure, offering you a range of services tailored to you. Shepherd's Cleaning as well, please check them out. They have been doing a wonderful job, really great packages as well. Shepherd's Cleaning. And of course, when you want your goal, you know where you gotta go. Jacob's Jewelry, right? So check out Jacob's Jewelry there at Lot 16 Pike Street. And just so you know, they're still looking for a goldsmith. So please check them out if you have that skill and you're looking for some employment. Guys, be safe on the road today. Look out for the persons who aren't looking out for you. And remember, it's all about peace. It's all about love. And despite what the opposition say, one Guyana.
President Nicolas Maduro, known as Compañero Maduro, understand me clearly. Essequibo pertenece a Guyana.
Every inch of this territory belongs to us.
Essequibo pertenece a Guyana.
And I do believe we will make the reality of Dave Martin's song not one blade of grass.
As all Guyanese knows it, that Essequibo belongs to us. Salute to Guyana.
It is our land and nobody else's. Not a blade of grass.
This land, Guyana, is ours, and we as a people, no matter what our differences, must not quibble and hesitate. This is a matter of national importance as no other.
Not one Guyanese citizen will be given Venezuelan citizenship because Essequibo is our own.
All of Guyana is united in the fundamental premise that the Essequibo, which is the heartland, is 100% Guyanese.
We will not be afraid. We stand on principles. We stand on the right side of the law.
Why should we be fearful? It is the Venezuelans who are fearful.
This Essequibo is ours. Every square inch of it, every square inch of it, every square inch of it.
Of the Rupanuni and the Essequibo, daytime or night, though we criticize it, this is our home, we love it. And we mean to keep it, we have that right. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one Coral. an apple, not one jamu.